declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
Malcolm X's journey from struggle to empowerment is one of the most powerful stories of transformation in modern history. But what lessons can you take from his life and apply today? Stay with us as we dive deep into the top 5 lessons Malcolm X taught the world. Lessons on growth, resilience, and standing up for what you believe in. Watch till the end, because these insights might just change how you see yourself and the world around you. In the heart of Omaha, Nebraska, a revolutionary is born. The year is 1925, and Malcolm Little enters the world, unaware of the tumultuous journey ahead. His father, Earl, a Baptist minister, instills in him a fierce pride in his African roots. But darkness looms on the horizon. At just 4 years old, Malcolm witnesses the Ku Klux Klan's terror firsthand. His family, targeted for their activism, moves to escape the threats. Yet tragedy follows like a relentless shadow. In 1931, Earl's body is found on streetcar tracks. The official ruling? An accident. But the family suspects murder. Malcolm's world crumbles. His mother, Louise, breaks under the strain. The children are separated, and young Malcolm faces a harsh reality. When he shares his dream of becoming a lawyer, his teacher crushes it, suggesting carpentry instead. This moment ignites a spark of rebellion in Malcolm's heart. Disillusioned, he drops out and moves to Boston, diving into a world of crime. But fate has other plans. In prison, he discovers the teachings of the Nation of Islam. A new Malcolm is born, ready to shake the foundations of America. Malcolm's journey from hustler to preacher is a tale of transformation that would shake America to its core. In 1946, he's arrested for robbery, facing 10 years behind bars. But prison becomes his unlikely classroom, where a new Malcolm is born. In the quiet of his cell, Malcolm devours books, even memorizing a dictionary. His brother introduces him to the teachings of the Nation of Islam, igniting a spark that would soon become a roaring flame. Released in 1952, Malcolm emerges a changed man. He drops his slave name Little, adopting X to symbolize his lost African identity. The Nation of Islam becomes his new family, his new purpose, and his path to power. Malcolm X rises quickly through the ranks, his fiery speeches drawing crowds and new members. The once hustler becomes a powerful voice for Black pride and self-reliance, challenging the status quo with every word. By 1960, Malcolm X is a national figure, debating at universities and appearing on TV. Under his leadership, the Nation of Islam explodes from 400 to 40,000 members. But with great success comes great challenges. As Malcolm's influence grows, so does the scrutiny. His outspoken nature clashes with the Nation of Islam's leadership, and he begins to question some of the organization's teachings. The stage is set for a dramatic shift that will redefine his legacy. Little did Malcolm know, his greatest transformation was yet to come. A journey to Mecca would soon open his eyes to a new world of possibilities, forever changing the course of his fight for justice. "We want freedom now," Malcolm thunders. "By any means necessary." His words challenge the non-violent approach, offering a radical alternative to King's dream. Malcolm's message is clear: Black pride, self-reliance, and separation. He criticizes integration as surrender, his charisma and intellect making him a formidable figure on national TV and university debates. But fame brings tension within the Nation of Islam. Some fear his growing power, others question his loyalty. The FBI watches closely, their cameras clicking in the shadows. In 1963, Malcolm's world shatters. He learns shocking news about Elijah Muhammad, his mentor and hero. The leader's betrayal shakes Malcolm's faith to its core. Suspended after comments on JFK's assassination, Malcolm stands at a crossroads. Will he stay with the nation or forge a new path? As 1964 dawns, his journey of transformation is far from over. Little does he know, a life-changing pilgrimage to Mecca awaits, promising to reshape his vision and challenge everything he once believed. In 1964, Malcolm X embarks on a life-changing journey to Mecca. The bustling streets of Saudi Arabia greet him, a stark contrast to the familiar chaos of Harlem. As he joins millions of pilgrims for the Hajj, something unexpected happens that will shake his very foundations. Amidst the sea of humanity, Malcolm sees Muslims of all colors praying together, white, black, brown, all united in faith. This sight stops him in his tracks. For years, he preached separation. Now he's shoulder to shoulder with people of all races, sharing in the same spiritual experience. I have never before seen sincere and true brotherhood practiced by all colors together, Malcolm writes, his words tinged with awe and revelation. This moment opens his eyes to a new world of possibilities, one where unity trumps division. Returning to America, Malcolm is a changed man. He adopts a new name, El-Hajj El-Shabazz. But more importantly, he brings back a new message. No longer does he preach separation. Now, he speaks of unity and understanding between all races. This shift doesn't sit well with everyone. The Nation of Islam, his former allies, see him as a traitor. Tensions rise, and Malcolm knows he's walking a dangerous path. Yet he won't stay silent. As 1965 dawns, he stands at a crossroads, his transformation complete, but his journey far from over. February 21st, 1965, a day that would change history. Malcolm X, the fiery voice of Black empowerment, takes the stage at Manhattan's Audubon Ballroom. The air crackles with tension. Suddenly, gunshots shatter the silence. Malcolm falls, his journey ended, but his legacy just beginning. In the aftermath, 3 men from the Nation of Islam are convicted. But questions linger, shadows of doubt casting long over the years. Decades later, 2 are exonerated, awarded millions for wrongful conviction. The truth remains elusive, a puzzle with missing pieces. Malcolm's words, however, live on. The autobiography of Malcolm X becomes a cultural touchstone, inspiring generations. From street corners to university halls, his influence grows like wildfire. Hollywood takes notice, with Denzel Washington bringing Malcolm's passion to the big screen. But what's Malcolm's true legacy? Some call him a rabble-rouser, others a visionary. The debate rages on, but one thing's certain. His impact is undeniable. In a world still grappling with racial injustice, Malcolm X stands as a symbol of resistance, of speaking truth to power. The final chapter of Malcolm's life may have closed, but his story? It's far from over. As long as there's a fight for equality, Malcolm's spirit lives on, challenging us to ask, what will we do with his legacy? Malcolm X's life and legacy offer numerous lessons about personal transformation, leadership, and social justice. Here are 5 key lessons we can learn from his journey. 1. The power of education and self-transformation. Malcolm X's life demonstrated the power of education and the ability to reinvent oneself. While in prison, he educated himself by reading extensively, which transformed his worldview. This shift enabled him to become a powerful and articulate leader. The lesson is that education, formal or self-directed, can be a tool for empowerment and change, regardless of one's past or current circumstances. 2. Standing firm in one's beliefs. Throughout his life, Malcolm X was unwavering in standing up for what he believed in, even when his views were controversial. He advocated for Black pride, self-defense, and dignity during a time when such stances were often marginalized. His commitment to his principles, even at great personal risk, teaches us the importance of having conviction and being willing to take a stand for justice. 3. The importance of adaptability and growth. Malcolm X's views evolved significantly over time. He moved from promoting Black separatism through the Nation of Islam to embracing a more inclusive view of racial unity after his pilgrimage to Mecca. This growth showed that one's beliefs can and should evolve based on new experiences and insights. The lesson here is that it's important to remain open to growth and change, and that shifting perspectives can be a sign of strength, not weakness. 4. The necessity of speaking truth to power. Malcolm X was fearless in speaking truth to power, addressing issues of systemic racism, inequality, and oppression in the U.S. He was not afraid to challenge authority, including those within his own community or within the civil rights movement, if he felt the need. The lesson here is the importance of calling out injustice, even when it's uncomfortable, and recognizing that silence can be a form of complicity. 5. The role of self-determination and empowerment. Malcolm X strongly believed in the importance of self-reliance, community empowerment, and self-determination for Black people. He encouraged economic independence, self-defense, and the building of strong community institutions. His life teaches the value of taking control of one's destiny and actively working to uplift one's community, rather than waiting for others to grant freedom or equality. Malcolm X's life is a testament to the power of transformation, the importance of conviction, and the necessity of continuous learning and growth in the pursuit of justice. Let us know in the comments section how you feel these lessons can be applied to your life. I'm excited to hear your thoughts, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this inspiring. See you in the comments.